What's up, everybody? The Momentum Real Estate Advisors are back, and today we are talking about interest rates. Woohoo! It's everybody's favorite. But hey, listen, except this time, it kind of can be your favorite because finally, after a couple years really of just complaining about how high the rates are, they are coming down. So today we're going to do a little bit of math, which is also everybody's favorite thing. We're going to talk a little bit about how interest rates work. And when you hear the number something, something percent, you can be able to translate that into what it costs you per month. So let's do some math. All right, math time. So if we're talking about interest rates, really the interest is part of a larger, I don't want to call it formula, right? But it's something we need to know about, which I've talked about before at length. It's your PITI payment, right? PITI. Stands for principal, interest, taxes, insurance, right? Right now, we're not going to talk about this guy, or this guy, only this guy. We're just talking about interest today, right? So interest is the amount of money that you're paying over a period of time to borrow the money that you're borrowing, basically, right? Let's assume, I don't want to assume, let's figure that you're going to borrow $500,000 to purchase a property. Now, it's important to say here that this is the mortgage amount, not the purchase price. I can borrow $500,000 to purchase a $500,000 house. I can borrow $500,000 to purchase a $2.5 million house. We're just talking about the size of the mortgage, okay? So $500,000 is the size of the mortgage. The interest is going to be paid on this $500,000. So let's say that if the interest is 7%, that means that the interest paid in year one is going to be $35,000. Now, I know that a lot of my friends who are going to be seeing this are real estate agents and mortgage lenders and financial professionals. I get that. I know that this is not exactly how interest works. Please just bear with us here. This is an oversimplification of the process. I know it's more complicated than this. This is for the sake of discussion. This is enough to help us understand. Anyway, $35,000 in year one is going to be your interest. So divided by 12, that means that you're paying about $2,916 per month in interest. And then you got to pay the P, you got to pay the other, you got to pay the T. But for the interest, it's that $2,900. That's at 7%. We're not at 7% anymore. We spent a long time up there, but we're not there right now. Let's say it comes down a full percent. This is closer to where we are now. So say we're at 6%. Another disclaimer, because I know some of you are financial professionals. I know we can't say, what's the interest rate right now? Oh, it's blank percent. I know that's not something we can say. We're just using examples here. So let's say it's 6% right now. It's come down a full percent. Well, this is significant because 6% on 500,000 means that first year of interest, you're actually paying a total of $30,000. So it's $5,000 less. Who doesn't want to spend $5,000 less on something? That's great. But because we're talking about a monthly payment, what is this per month? Well, per month, that's actually $2,500, right? So what's the difference between these two numbers? 400, right? Get this right. $416 per month. That is a significant amount of money, I'm telling you. Imagine if you're somebody who's been shopping for a home for however many months or years at this point, and you said, oh, I want my monthly payment to be X dollars per month. And then I just walk into your door right now and I'm like, hey, because the interest rates have come down, you can actually spend $400 more per month and still get the same house. Pretty phenomenal deal. So I know that a lot of content coming out of the real estate world right now has been, I mean, not even right now, for the last couple of years, has been about interest rate. I know we're sick of hearing about it. I know I'm sick of talking about it for sure. But because this is coming down, I can't overstate how important this is. The magnitude of a full percent drop in interest rate, also understanding that that is expected to come down. So if you're somebody who's bought a house in the last 12 months, and as I record this today, it's September in 2024. If you're somebody who's bought a house somewhere between now and like the beginning of 2023, middle of 2022 even, it's probably worth sitting down with somebody and talking about a refinance. If you're somebody who's been thinking about buying, but you haven't been because you don't think you can afford it, well, the cost of borrowing money just went way down. So maybe you can afford it now. This is just kind of a simple way to understand how the interest rate, I should say, impacts your monthly payment, impacts affordability. This is the break that we have been waiting for in the housing industry for a long time, months. So if you want to have a more in-depth conversation about it, you feel free to give me a call, leave a comment on the video, like it, share it, make sure that everybody in your world knows that the financial climate around purchasing property just got a lot better.